Hello everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to talk about Kishkinda Kandam today. What an absolutely brilliant film this is. This is a movie you have to watch. So if you have not yet watched it, do not watch further. This review will get into mild spoilers. Just go check it out. It's one of the most amazing films that you will have watched from a screenplay story perspective, and we're going to get into why right now. So this movie centers around a character, Asif Ali's character, his father, which played by Vijay Raghavan, and his newlywed wife, Aparna, who are living in a sort of forest area. It is a forest department area, and they have a house within there. So there's a lot of monkeys, there's a lot of wildlife, a lot of things like that going on in the background. And one of the core aspects of the story is how Asif Ali's son from his first marriage, who went missing 3 years ago, and nobody really knows why, and the hunt still continues as to where this kid is. While this is happening, and this is the sort of centerpiece of the story, the screenplay is written in a certain way that you don't necessarily know if that is the main story. So for 75% of the film, you're wondering with a complete thrill and edge of the seat experience as to what exactly the story is, what exactly is the focal point of the story, how is the missing son and that aspect of the suspense going to come into the story, and who might be responsible for this, what might have happened, is the son alive, is the son not alive, what exactly is going on. The way the screenplay is written is so brilliant because 75% of the film you don't know where this movie is going and what the explanation could be. There are aspects of the forest, there are aspects of several characters, there's aspects of the amnesia or the sort of early onset Alzheimer's that the father, played by Vijay Raghavan, has, that adds to the mystery of this whole story. And it makes you wonder with certain things that they say, is this a sci-fi movie? Is this a horror movie? Is this a murder mystery? Is this a sort of tragic accident that might have happened? You just don't know as you sit there watching, and you don't even know if the kid is going to be alive or what is going to happen. Is he going to suddenly reappear? So many good moments in this movie, the way it's written, that it completely keeps you away from what the true aspect is until the last 15 minutes. And that is absolutely brilliant. Towards the halfway point of the movie, there is a scene at the police station where they say something like the kid always went missing every few days, and came up with crazy stories like of movie stories as to where the kid went. He was playful, he was naughty, and all of that. And so there's no point believing the kid's stories. And after a point, he actually went missing for a third time or a fourth time and never came back. At one of the times in investigations when they were doing this, there was a sentence where they say, it seems like a kid looking like that appeared in two different places at the same time. So you keep guessing, is this a time travel movie? Is this a sci-fi movie? What have the monkeys got to do with it? The monkeys are roaming around dropping toys from the trees, taking things from the house, and you're wondering, like, is this some crazy mind-bending sci-fi that, something happened to the kid? What could it be? Is there a portal in the forest? Is there X, Y, Z? There's just unlimited possibilities as to what's happening. What adds a critical layer to this story is Vijay Raghavan's amnesia, or whatever you want to call it, early onset Alzheimer's, the thing where he forgets every few hours as to, his memory is lost. And so he has a lot of tracking going on. He has a lot of notes on how to live his life. He plans his life carefully so he doesn't show others that he's forgetting, but he does have this problem. And as part of that problem and some stories that are weaved in from the past and the flashbacks, it makes you wonder, did Vijay Raghavan do something? Did the father do something by mistake that he cannot remember? Or did the father leave the kid somewhere that he cannot remember, and that's why he went missing? Is that why the father is troubled? Is that why the father has so many maps and stories and notes in his room? Is that why a revolver is hidden? Is that why X, Y, Z? Is just, you're just sitting there gripped to the narrative thinking, what could be exactly, which direction is the movie headed into? And that itself is the brilliance of the film, because although there is this core concept of a child gone missing 3 years ago, the way things are shown in the movie, the way things keep revealing, you can't imagine where it's going to go next. And it's truly one of those most amazing end twist movies that you're just like, what the hell just happened? And how did this, what they did not predict, cannot predict. You won't know what the actual story is. You won't know what the whole situation is. And once you do find out what happens, you sort of just keep thinking how these characters are living through this, how these characters are dealing with this, how these characters are responding to things, how these characters are sort of, just part of this whole actual mind-bending twist, and how they are sort of just, it just makes you think how, at a deeper level, as to their emotions, what they're feeling, and what they might, what might have happened and how it might have happened, and all of that. And so it's just absolutely stunning the way the movie is weaved. That is the most important part of this movie, and why it works is because the screenplay keeps you guessing till the very last minute, until you find out what exactly happened. And that magic keeps you hooked to the screen. It keeps you thrilled, it keeps you wondering, guessing. And I think it's just brilliantly written. Story, screenplay, direction is absolutely amazing, cinematography is beautiful, performances as always through the roof, on point. Characters that are portrayed in the movie, characters that are developed, have a really good arc, have a really good meaning as to why they are behaving like that, what they might have to contribute to the story. Little things that are said during the movie come together at the end in the most unimaginable manner. And I think that's what makes this film so special. So if you haven't watched Kishkinda Kandam, definitely go check it out. It is a one of a kind film that you must watch for the way the screenplay is written. Just a complete, 4.5 out of 5 here. This movie is absolutely stunning, and it was much worth the wait. I couldn't watch it in the theaters, so I watched it on OTT, and just blew my mind away. One of the best films to come out this year from the Malayalam film industry, and will be a cult for a long time for the way it has been directed and delivered to the audiences. If you have watched it at this point, leave your thoughts and comments below on the various nuances. We'll discuss more spoilers in the comments. Until then, like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much more.